Okay. Hold up. Oh, I can do. Okay. Hello, Quokkalings and all. Sumimakase is your head chef, Nanashi, walking in. How y'all doing? Welcome back to the stream. It's been a bit. I know it's been a bit because I keep seeing you guys posting about it in Discord. And so I have to apologize, first off, that, yeah, the CPU for my computer seems to be taking a bit longer than expected to turn to my, my home here. So my main computer is practically out of commission. But it's okay. It's getting there. A few things happened during the AX weekend. For those who don't know, that's Anime Expo. I happened to be at Anime Expo. That was a ton of fun. Getting that situated as far as a let's talk, it's gonna take a little bit of time because I did take quite a few pictures, and a lot of it's cosplay, and a lot of it includes people that might not want their faces. You know, we're gonna do some centering, add some quokkas here or there, quokka face. That's the plan, at least. Excuse me if I'm looking a bit to the left and my eyes are my eyes aren't usually this it's actually not picking up my eyes very properly. Hold on. Maybe I can adjust this. Yeah. Okay. Maybe this will be a bit better. Gonna try. Yeah, with the other setup, it is a bit different, so it does kind of act a bit funny once in a while. So apologies for that if you are not used to me being so eye squint. Usually it's a lot wider. Huh. Something happened. That's okay. You know what? It does kind of speak a little bit to my tiredness at the moment. Right after Offkai, it was practically just a week before Anime Expo popped up, so there was a lot of stuff to do in between. A lot of stuff to prepare. I'm actually toasted. I got a bit sunburned from the AX weather. It's you know, being a streamer and all that, sometimes just sitting around means your skin isn't so used to going into the sun as much anymore. But you know what? I'm a marshmallow right now. It's okay though. I'm recovering. I have some aloe, I have some sunscreen or lotion to help with the dry skin, so it's getting there. Anyways, today we have something really exciting. We have a TCG, or rather we have boxes of a TCG that is coming out relatively soon. If I last checked correctly, I believe the official date of the release date for this set is actually supposed to be the 11th of this month. So three days from now. I'm pretty sure, if I can say accurately, it's within the week. Within a week from now, this set is supposed to release, and it's the Hololive official trading card game. Isn't that exciting? We finally got it here, the Kaigai Nikis. Oh wait, is that how you say it? Is that right? Is that the right term? Kaigai Nikis? The overseas fans finally gets an English version of the card game. And we were able to pick some up at Anime Expo, so it's very exciting. We have two boxes of booster packs to open today of the first set, which is called Blooming Radiance. I'll show you shortly when we switch over the camera. But first off, I just wanted to make sure how you all doing. I hope you're all doing wonderful. For those who are living in America, I have a very happy 4th of July to you. I couldn't really wish it while I was at Anime Expo, so here we are. But yeah, okay, now the eyes are really actually bothering me a lot more than it should be. But I mean, it's just a setup. There's not really much we can do about this at the moment. I can just keep my eyes really open the entire stream. Oh man, that's gonna be really weird. That'd be so weird to do the entire time. If someone walks in and just sees my eyes bugging out, I think you guys know what I mean, like when you like kind of open up your eyes a bit more. What would you call that? It's not staring really. It's like what? Oh, maybe it is staring. Kind of stare a bit more by opening up your eyes a bit wider. That's exactly what I'd be doing the whole stream. So I'm starting to realize maybe these other setup, it might be more beneficial to do the PNG tuber as opposed to the model. It's because it's a little harder to stream with the model in the kitchen setting, which is where I am. This is actually the kitchen setup, so things to think about later, I suppose. But for now, it's time, friends. Let us bump ourselves over to the Other screen. Yeah. Oh, I'm too zoomed in now. Hold on. Off a little. Yeah. Okay. Secondly, I just want to make sure also because again, this is a setup I'm not normally used to use. So please do let me know if there is any sort of issues with the audio. I am using a wireless mic at the moment, so I'm not gonna always be able to hear myself necessarily. So if there's any audio issues, if you'd like me to bump up the volume a little, maybe turn down the volume of the music as well, please do let me know as soon as possible, and I will try to make that change shortly. Yeah? Okay, so hello, we're here. Okay, so very exciting. We have some pre-release booster boxes. I'm starting to realize this camera that I got is not very good at zoom. We got two pre-release boxes of Blooming Radiance, which is the first set of, I believe, 4 or 5 at the moment of the Hololive trading card game. So for us English-speaking players, this is especially exciting. I'm excited because I heard this game is actually very similar to Pokemon as far as how it's played. Like there's energies, you attach them to your players or your idols, and then they can attack using, or I guess perform in this case, using their the amount of energy that you have. But before we get into the boxes, actually, let's start with the more basic stuff because this is where it kind of gets exciting, right? But we do have something to work with. So luckily at AX, they had a pretty wide assortment of things. I just tried to pick up one of everything that was there, just so that I can kind of have a playset of things I can use for the game. So I assume, like for example, there is official dice for the game. I assume you could probably use a normal pair of dice in lieu of this, but they do look kind of nice. They have a logo on there too, so I'm quite happy with these. I'm excited to use them. We'll open those up later though. The dice are just dice. We have an official counter set as well from the... And by the way, I wanted to point out that as far as this game goes, I'm pretty sure, I had to do some research again because I had to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this is technically also a Bushiroad game. Either that or it's just being distributed by Bushiroad because I picked these up at the Bushiroad booth at Anime Expo. So I'm no stranger to Bushiroad games. As you can tell from the playmat, I play White Schwartz. Iroha is one of my Oshis, so is Subaru. I don't have a Subaru mat though, which is kind of a shame. I should figure out picking one up at some point. But second shame of the day is that actually Iroha, as a I guess what you would consider a commander card in Magic the Gathering, doesn't actually have a commander card in this set. He actually pops up later in a different set. Same with Subaru actually. So so I guess let's go kind of run down how this is played first. From what I understand, again, this is just the basics of what I know. I have to actually sit down and play with someone still to actually understand completely. But from what I understand, you have a Oshi, which is essentially your commander for your deck. I don't think your Oshi's colors, because if you notice here, the cheer set is kind of like your energies for the game. I don't think the Oshi's color on the card dictates what you can play in that deck though. From what I understand, you have a separate deck that is kind of supporting your main Oshi, and your main Oshi is a commander where you can use abilities from it to help push your other cards from your main deck. Is what I understand it to be. I could be completely wrong. For those who have played it before, in any setting, in AX, maybe you played the OCG, do let me know if I get it wrong, but that's how I understand it to be played. And that's kind of how we're gonna go with assumption first. So the difference between, I guess, this being Pokemon and this game is that you do get to select an Oshi, your favorite idol, and within the cover universe and the Hololive universe, and they'll be your kind of your mainstay player. Again, kind of sad because my faves, Iroha and Subaru. Speaking of Iroha and Subaru, I don't know if you guys are also Hololive fans, but they just released their summer outfits for, I think, actually, I was gonna say the majority of the girls. I think it's all of the girls actually. So that's super exciting. They're having, they have very wonderful swimsuits for this year. So if you guys haven't already, you should definitely check out Cover's announcement and support Hololive as well. Okay, anyways, so with that aside, I did pick up one of these. It's a official counter set. Now, some of these I'm not actually sure does what, because, oh well, you know, is this a tin? This looks like a tin. Okay, so you know what? We can open this first because we might as well take a look at our goodies and what we can do with them, right? Except the dice. The dice don't really need a explanation, I don't think. But oh, okay, I see. So this is more like a so the counter set seems to come with like a small tin to hold all your counters for, which is kind of neat. So the counter set does look a bit small. If it fits all this, then that's perfect. But it does just off the bat feel maybe a tiny bit small. I could be completely wrong though. Okay. Standard Altoid tin, it seems. Oh, this one kind of does this. Don't mind me. Oh, okay. Oh, this is actually, oh, I like this design actually. This one just kind of slides on and off, so you just pop it here, slide it in, you're good to go. And actually, it stays pretty well too. Oh, there's a click at the end too, so that kind of keeps it together. That's neat. Okay, so I mean, yeah, we have counters. Standard in any sort of, I suppose, TCG game nowadays. I wonder if there's any games that don't really involve like damage counters at some point. I don't think there really is at the moment. There probably are, but I can't imagine it. I can't imagine very much interaction without such a thing. But I'm sure there are card games out there that don't even require damage counters or like something to keep track of a score. So it's very possible. Oh, look at these. Okay, these are very cute markers actually. And I can't help but note, oh, you know, if they do, I was gonna say, there's 100 tokens, 50 tokens, and 10 tokens. It helps you kind of add up everything in your, in this card game to kind of add up all that damage, so. Ooh, that's very satisfying actually. The sound of that was very satisfying to me. I'm wondering if we can somehow scoot our 2 dice in here. I'm gonna go on a limb and say probably not, but you know what? Let's open it up and see. It would be nice if these all fit into one little tin so that everything's just available, but these are kind of bigger dice. It's very possible that it won't. Love the packaging though. Okay. These are very nicely designed dice, I will say. One of them has a kind of a clear look to it, while the other was just like a kind of more of a matte, no, not matte, but like a solid look. Solid color look, I guess is the best way to put it. Pretty lovely. Let's see if these fit though. Well, kind of scoot everything over. It does not fit. Okay, well, unfortunate. That's, I mean, I guess it's really for the counters anyways, and this SP, actually, SP Oshi skill. So I guess there's a skill in the game that requires you to use your Oshi's power, and I guess maybe this is a counter to indicate that you've used it already or something. That would be my guess. Okay, so we're gonna have to find a way to hold these dice though. You know what? I can probably use the smaller bag that it came in to hold it for now. Okay, hold up. Let me put this on the side. Oh, you know what? We don't have to pack it up right now. We can put it on here. Let you all see what it looks like. Okay. The 2 lovely dice. Here? Okay. So before we get into the booster boxes, which I'm just gonna put over here for now. There were a few other things that did come, or either not come, but were available at the Bushiroad booth at AX. Again, I want to emphasize that these are actually the products that are going to be released very shortly. within, I believe it was within a week. So if you guys are interested in buying these as well, definitely check out your local game stores online to see if you can pick up a starter kit, which is this, a starter booster deck, or a starter cheer deck, or even just a booster box itself. Who knows? It depends on your interest in it, right? So before we go into the starter deck, we're gonna go in order of least interest, I suppose. So let's try this first, actually. So this itself is a cheer set. So from what I understand, the cheer sets are meant to be your Pokemon energies for the game. So you know how the Pokemon game has like maybe fire energy, water energy, lightning energy for the types of Pokemon that you use. So from what I understand, it's kind of the same deal in this game. So you can build decks using the colors that are indicated on the cards that you have. I can just open this. Okay. Ooh, very well packed. Okay, so let's pull this out real quick. Ooh, that one kind of got clipped a little. That isn't doing. Oh wait, what the heck? You get a Mume card? This is supposed to be a cheer set. Okay, so this is what comes out. From what I see, it looks like it's just a giant stack of energies, which for someone starting, very useful. The card quality itself for all these cards are actually pretty lovely. I'd say these are pretty on par with, from what I can tell, I'd say maybe Magic or Pokemon cards. For those who are into TCGs, these are definitely not as fragile as Yu-Gi-Oh cards. These are definitely a bit thicker. From what I hear too, which I have prepared today, these work with regular Pokemon / Magic the Gathering. So as long as you have those, you can sleeve these up too. Okay. Ooh, there's a little bit of gloss in there too, actually, if you hit it with the light. Like that. These are definitely high quality cards, I'd say. Okay, and this is our first cheer. So just like I mentioned previously, this game does use energies to kind of fuel your characters. In fact, actually, in hindsight, I'm starting to think about it now. Maybe I should have brushed up on the rules starting this stream, so that way I can teach you guys the game. Funny enough, I actually used to teach a lot of White Schwartz. Good times. But I have the general gist of the rules. I don't think I'll do a teaching stream this time around just because I don't 100% know the rules, so I don't want to accidentally give you the wrong information when playing, right? So, okay, so interestingly enough with the cheer set though, it looks like we do come with a few starter, it looks like starter Oshis because these have life. Something I noticed at the gallery at Anime Expo is that there's cards that have life indicated on it, and there's cards that don't, which I assume is those cards that kind of end up in your deck, or your main deck. So these are technically, from what I understand, your quote-unquote commanders of your deck, your Ochis, so to speak. So from what I see here, they gave us a set of 4 already to start with, each with their own powers. Let's take Suisei, for example, here. So Suisei has 2 abilities, which again I assume you can use during your. The first one mentions that it can only be used once per turn. During this turn, you can your blue collab holomens get arts +20, which sounds like a damage boost. Strike back. I guess that's the indicator of the marker earlier. So let's see your SP skill. SP Oshi skill. Once per game. Usable when your Holomem deals damage to your opponent. Opponent's back Holomem, but it's a back row too. Kind of like your bench in Pokemon. Deal 50 special damage to that back Holomem. Oh, so this one attacks the back row, which is pretty neat. Okay. Again, I don't quite know how the life system works entirely and how damage is taken or done. I imagine it's just knocking out another your opponent's idol reduces your life by 1 unless maybe specifically stated. yeah, actually, I guess that's pretty much how it goes, right? Just like Pokemon. So. And with the main set, this actually, honestly, this is a lot more than I was expecting. I was actually considering getting 2 of these because it sounded like we potentially needed 2 to get this going. These are the energies that you use for your main cards. Not your Oshi cards, but the cards that you're running in your deck. Very cool. You get quite a bit with that starter cheer set, actually. So if anything, if you guys are ever looking to purchasing one, in my opinion, I think just owning one of these to start would be perfect. Of course, if you have a starter deck like here, it already comes with the necessary cheers needed for it, so you might have a little extras here and there. But I think it should be okay for now, for at least for this. This is good for deck building, which is, you know, something I like. So okay, so we're gonna put the cheer set back into our box for now. Otsugira-san, konnichiwa. Genki. さっき見たね、Twitter に。今日ホロライブの TCG を勉強します。いや、勉強はまあ勉強だけど、新しいのパックあるね。開けてほしい。元気だよ、よかったね。それじゃあ、okay, so this is our Oshi card. So, as stated earlier, I believe you're supposed to have one of these to kind of act as your Oshi for the deck, or the quote-unquote commander. So, the fact that the starter cheer set kind of gives you 4 to work with in the beginning, I can't tell how good they actually are, but I'm assuming this is good for anybody who wants to just start with the 4 basic colors. In fact, actually, yeah, they give you 1 for each, right? So, very useful. Okay, next up, before we continue into the boxes once again, we still have one more thing left to open. That's a motorcycle. We actually picked up a starter deck as well. I did this because I wanted to kind of have a better understanding on how the decks are built, just so I have a general idea of how to build later. But for now, you know what? I think it's, for the most part, if you're looking into making a deck. Well, you know what? No, I'm not actually, I can't actually say yet. I was gonna say you can probably pick up a starter deck and then a booster box, and that should help you cover quite a bit. But ooh, okay, foil treatment for Sora. Let's go. Oh, this one comes, okay. So opening up the starter kit. Okay, so from what it looks like, they give you a small arena to work with. I think it's paper. Let's take a look here. Might as well while we're here, right? Oh, you know what? There's some instructions here too. And actually, just as it's very Bushiroad. Bushiroad has always been pretty good at making like little mats that come with the deck or trial decks that kind of give you the rough idea of how turns work, for example, like right here, and where everything go. I do see a life pile here. This is very reminiscent of White Schwartz to me, actually, because it looks like it would be your stock, but in this case, I believe, well, like it says, it's your life. So I guess you take a life as a prize, kind of like how in Pokemon it works. There's a backstage, center position, a collab position, and your Oshi position. This is going to be where your commander is. Let's see. Holo Power. Holo Power is something I still don't really understand. I'm going to have to take a look into what that is later. Your cheer deck is where you have your energy. So in this game, it's kind of neat where you have your energies or your things that power your cards in a separate deck compared to your normal deck, which is right over here, on the other side. So there's 2 separate decks for that, which is kind of neat. Again, I can't say I'm an expert at the rules yet. I would have to relearn it. In fact, actually, you know what? This starter deck does come with a little, well, first off, your classic cardboard counters, just in case you need them. Very useful, especially for new players, or if you want to get someone into it also and lend them some counters. Good for that. They also include a starter manual, which I think is pretty neat. I can't, so actually funny enough, it's my camera issue again where I have to show you guys backwards, so I can't, I'm actually looking at this upside down. So I'm gonna have to try reading upside down, but there's these are the basic rules. There's support cards that kind of act like trainers or items from the Pokemon game. We're gonna have a lot of Pokemon equivalent terms here, I think. So if there's something that you don't understand, by the way, if I say a Pokemon term that you don't understand or something similar, I'll try to explain it another way. Just do let me know in the chat. So let's see. Okay, as far as the instructions of this game goes, I only know the bare minimum and basics. I'm gonna read this later because I can't imagine you want to. You're here for the pulls. Let's be real. You want to see what I pull from these, right? Which, in very Bushiroad fashion, these do come with sign cards, which means your Oshi cards, or like some of your cards could be signed by your Oshi if you're very lucky. So I do want to say though, this for the starter kit deck, the foiling and the designs of the cards are very beautiful. I like the etchedness of it because there's a bit of texture to it that I enjoy. Look at Sora. So this is the Sora trial deck. Very beautiful. Let's see. First off, I'm gonna put the 4 tier starters back in our box for now. Those I'm probably gonna have to sleeve later because they are technically commanders for the game, so I don't want to exactly get them damaged, right? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna look at the Sora deck to start with. And love the texturing to this. Not to say, since it's already a textured card, I really want to preserve it. I'm gonna start sleeving some of these. I'm not gonna sleeve the whole deck. I'm just gonna sleeve the foils, but so okay, interesting. So this trial deck actually very awesomely comes actually with actually hold on, let me sleeve it quick. The trial deck comes with 2 different Oshis you can start with, which is pretty cool. Otsukira-san says, oh ne, すごいね。スターターデッキの中になんかびっくりしました。まあこのゲームに推しを選んでね。推しを選んでと、あれはあの推しはなんかデッキのマスターですね。It's kind of like your deck master. So it's very interesting to me that you come with 2. このデッキは2つあるね。In my mind, to me that means that I think you can actually use either one of these interchangeably for your Oshi for the deck, which is pretty cool. And like I mentioned, even though they have colors, you don't necessarily have to follow the colors of these 2 to make the deck work, from what I understand. I think you can have that running, but they tend to work in favor of those colors the most, I think. Let's see, Demodog says, I get it, I understand it all. Do you? Okay, well that's good. I hope so. And also welcome back, Demodog. Okay, so let's take a look at our deck first. So I'm gonna pull it apart here a little. Going off of the cheer set. Here for now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. These are thick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I don't know if that's technically a complete cheer set, but from what I understand, a 20 card cheer set is what you use for your energies. And so basically, again, I don't understand the full rules yet. I have to read it carefully, but I would have to assume that during your turn, you can either draw from your cheer set or maybe it might even be one of each, one from cheer, one from your main deck. But this is how you power up the abilities of your characters and your idols. Let's see, Father Nicola, welcome back to the stream. Number 1 doesn't understand it at all. What, me? No. That's okay. I'm gonna try my best to understand and explain it as well too. But from what I understand here, this is just a trial deck. We're kind of breaking it down so we can kind of understand how this is built together. But you have a commander of your deck, which is these 2. Oh, you can choose one or the other, I believe, to play a game. So it's nice that they give you 2 to work with. These are the energies of your deck. These are combined into one single deck that you can draw from. Father Nicholas says law, just making a PT reference. Understandable. Oh, okay. So now we got a bit more to the chunkier side of things, the more interesting part. So we have our lovely idols here. This one's a Sora and a Azuki deck. So the way you start this game, oh, Pop Team Epic. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, wait, hold up. I really need to invest in a new camera because this is not so. It's good for cooking, but not so much for deep. So you might notice on the top left on your screen that the top left says debut. So your debut characters are kind of like your basic Pokemon in Pokemon TCG. You have to shuffle. You mulligan until you get one of these debut cards to play to start with. From what I understand, it ends up in the center stage, and you can have, as you can see here in the starter deck, you can have more than one to keep it more consistent. Ooh, some foil cards too. Once you have your debut card, and actually, before we jump into evolutions here, it looks like the debut cards themselves, I mean, there's different types of debut cards for the character, right? So this is Sora again, but in this case, she has a collab effect. It says let's dance. During this turn, your center holomem gets arts plus 20. So if this is used as a collab card, I think you saw earlier on the map that there's a center stage and then a side stage. If she is in the collab slot, it seems that she gets boosted up the main stage, which is pretty neat. And actually, very interestingly enough, the main deck comes with 3, which is pretty awesome. Let's see, I've seen people putting their hand behind the card to focus like this. Oh my gosh! Father Niccolo, you're a genius. Why did they do that though? That's so interesting. Anyways, good call. Thank you, Father Niccolo. Big props to you. When I see you next in Final Fantasy XI, when I get it working, go for a reward. So these are also technically debuts, so they can be your front starter in your middle too. But because of her power, it seems like she's meant to be a support unit, which is interesting. Oh, actually, you know what? I noticed the back of these just now. So the cheer deck, I guess it's to help kind of differentiate which is which, but your cheer deck will have a rainbow color, while your main deck will have a darker brown color. Again, the quality of these are very nice. They're actually relatively, to me, they're pretty thick actually, which means hopefully they have quite a bit of durability. Okay, so moving on. So those are our debut cards. Next, we have our first stage cards. Again, I don't know if that's the exact term. That's what I would assume. This is Sora again. So you can usually only, I think this is how it works, and I'm pretty sure if it's anything like Pokemon, that's how it works, but I think you can only move up from debut to first stage. Hold on. I think you can only move up to debut and first stage if you have the corresponding character in the right slot. So if you wanted to debut, I'll move up from debut to first stage with Sora, you'd have to have a debut card of her first. Is how I understand it to be. I imagine that's how it is. It'd be really weird if you can move on to the first slot with a different character, but that's, I guess, how it works. So if we're going by that here, the next thing should be a second. Oh, actually, no, it's not. I was gonna say the next thing should be a second stage, but actually, before that, we get a few foils here. Oh, look, Cyrus. This is actually very generous and nice for the starter deck from what I'm seeing, because we have double foil cards everywhere, which is very kind of them too. These are very pretty cards. Let's see, putting their hand behind their card to focus. Seemed to work earlier. Okay, it worked earlier and it's not working now, but I'm sure it'll work eventually. But if you notice here, this is also a first stage card, so I imagine this is something you can evolve to from debut. Given that it's foil, I would have to also assume that it has stronger abilities from what I can see. In fact, actually, they have a buzz notation on it, which I noticed comes with a rule at the bottom right here. So the rule itself says if this gets knocked out, you get life -2 instead of the normal 1. So I'm assuming this is a stronger version, like an EX version Pokemon of a card, which is cool. The buzz cards are neat. And I guess that's it. So I mean, if you can clearly see already within the set that you can splash in other characters as well. Very Bushiroad of them as well to also include traits. So I'm assuming some effects in the game involve traits. So here it's singing, promise, EN, right? So EN members might benefit with more EN members. Promise might work better with promise characters, etc. I'm not gonna read every one of these because I imagine you probably want to go find out what these all do in a from a different page. But actually, you know what? I am gonna sleeve up these buzz cards though. Eventually, I think I'm gonna have to sleeve the whole deck with proper sleeves, but for now, we're just gonna sleeve the foil cards just so that maybe they're a bit more protected. Exciting stuff though. So what the fun thing about this I'm noticing right now is that if you have several Oshis, like several of your favorite idols, you can actually run all of them in the same deck if you're kind of creative about it. Sometimes it might have the similar colors as your main Oshi, which works out, you know? And then sometimes you might have to do some deck building to make it work. So first green card here, we got Azuki. Very lovely, very cute. I don't know if this game has very archetype kind of things like green, or like say Magic the Gathering. Blue is very tricky. Green is very good at boosting its damage. Red is good at destroying, and so is black. So I don't know if that's the same thing in this game yet. I'm sure there is some sort of archetype kind of situation in here too that makes it work like that, but these are very pretty cards. I really enjoy these so far. More foils. Oh look, we got some Indonesia rep here too. Got Yofi. Ani. Oh, okay, we got a. This is interesting. So this Soraz. It's a double color card actually, from what I can tell. I don't know how these work. I imagine these work. I mean, clearly these work in the same deck, right? Because the trial deck's made for each other. But it's very interesting that there is combination cards like this too. Oh, okay. There's an extra text to this too at the bottom right if you look carefully. I'll read it out to you because the camera's not doing so well doing it, but it says this holo member is regarded as Tokino Sora and Azuki as Tokino Sora and Azuki. So I think they mean they're both mentioned as both at the same time. So any cards that benefit one or the other will work on this. We got Amane. We got some Coyote. Oh, something I do notice too. There's a baton pass at the bottom. At the bottom of the card is a baton pass cost. So from what that's the same thing as retreating in Pokemon. So say you have to move a center member back to kind of recover or something to avoid damage. You can pay this baton pass cost to return it back to the back. Return it from the main stage to the back so that you can switch out with something. So there's some strategy as far as making sure your characters stay healthy as well. And it looks like we have a few character cards now. Let's see, you got Nodoka. Arusaki Nodoka. Draw 3 cards from your deck. Usable only once per turn. That's a staff card. So there's a limited, for the cards that are especially strong, it seems like they have a limited marker on the middle there, so that it indicates that you can, you know, only use it once per turn. We got Mane-chan here. I love the blurred out eyes. We keep them mysterious too. This card can only use if have one or more cards in hand, excluding this card. Return all cards to your hand into the deck, shuffle it, then draw 5. That's pretty strong. I can't help but notice they don't give you a full playset though. Which I guess is a nice way of having them try to get you to get more cards, but I think a playset in this game, with the exception of the Oshi cards, which have the health, I think is 4. So it looks like they're missing a few here. We've got some normal PCs. Reveal one debut Holomem for your deck and place it on stage, then shuffle the deck. That's a card that looks like it can be used multiple times on a turn. That seems relatively strong. Item card 2. Got a sub BC, which I'm using that right now actually, which is kind of funny. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal one limited support card from among them, add it to the hand, then return the rest of the bottom of the deck. So these are all cards that kind of help support and move you forward in your deck playing. Got an amazing PC, it's probably more searching. Circle of Hololive listeners. This is cute. I don't think I've seen this one yet, but that's pretty neat. And I don't think I've seen this one either. First Gravity, their collab song, I believe. This card can only use if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, excluding this hand. Look at the top 4 of your cards. Your deck, reveal any number of Sora or Azukis among them and put them into your hand. That's pretty nice. Then return the rest up to the bottom of your deck in any. So I can already see how this trial deck can be improved. Then while we talk about it, why don't we speed these up too? So these can definitely be improved. The support in the deck already is pretty nice. I imagine, again, I haven't gone through every single one like Amane, Yofi, what they do. But just going off of the collab card alone that comes with this trial deck, if you just have a deck exclusively of Azuki and Sora, this deck can be incredibly powerful, especially with a tool like that to fish them out, make your deck more efficient. You know? It's very interesting to say the least for now. There's a lot of foils in this trial deck, which I'm a little bit surprised at. Normally you only get like maybe 3 in a trial deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! The original Weiss Schwartz decks, I think you only get maybe 1 foil in a trial deck. They give you quite a few in these, so very nice. I'd say I'm quite happy with how this is going. So if anything, that's your basic starter deck. I think I read that the deck is supposed to be 50 cards. I don't know if the commander slash Oshi is technically part of that count, but something I'll have to read up on later, I suppose. A very interesting deck so far. Hopefully I can just use this as a trial deck for someone else to use, because I do want to build my own deck for now. But yeah, this turns out pretty nice. Oh, I don't have a deck box. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to figure that out later too. Okay, so that's the trial deck. Nothing, maybe not nothing too special, but at least that gave us a better idea of what we're looking at here. So now, oh wait, I can't roll my tongue right now. Okay, you know what? I was gonna drum roll. You get a little drum roll. Ta-da! Okay, so AX was pre-selling these so that people who are interested in the game could get them a tiny bit earlier than I guess next week. Which is, again, this is in reality, it's not that much time between the actual release date and now. But those who wanted to get it a bit early could at a retail price too. So we got them. We got 2, which was the limit of what we were able to get. So we're gonna open these. The nice thing about Bushi Road games, for those who don't know, is that you have a chance actually to get a special version of a card that has a signature on it. For those who play Weiss Schwartz, may know them as signed cards. As far as I know, actually, I think Bushi Road is the only Yeah, actually, I think straight up Bushiroad might be the only publisher of card games that does sign cards, which make the cards much more enjoyable to pull out because, at least for Weiss Schwartz, you can pull signed cards of your favorite characters. Let's say, for example, Archer from the Fate series. You can pull a signed card, and either it's going to be signed by quote-unquote Archer with its special signature, or even better, if you're really lucky, you can get a signed version where it has the printed signature of the voice actor, Suwabe. In that case, him and his glorious deep voice. Speaking of, Star Rail's coming up for that, and we need to jump onto that too. Anyways, before I open that, Cover Corp. Blooming Radiance. So this is the first set of, I believe, what is currently 5 of the trading card game. Very exciting stuff. I can't wait to open this, which is why we're gonna open it right now. So I am bummed to say when I checked out later that if the Oshi cards in this set included my Oshis, I'm very sad to say that the lovely Kazuma Iroha and Subaru don't have Oshi cards in this set. So I'm gonna have to wait for the future for that. But this is a very good start anyways, because I do want to start collecting into this card game and start building decks. So here we are. From what I also understand for the time being, the majority of these don't normally have a cheer card, which is good and bad in my opinion. Good because you have an extra slot for something else now, for the most part, which is nice. Bad because sometimes you kind of need those extra energy cards to make decks, but that's what this is for, right? That's what the cheer set is for. So you have a obscene amount of energies / cheers to build your decks with. So at this point, since I have the cheer set, I'm kind of really hoping that we don't get too many pulls with the cheer sets. So anyways, let's start opening them and see if we get something really cool. Speaking of which, while we're chatting about this, did anyone else also attend Anime Expo? If you did, I hope you had a wonderful time. I definitely did, though I walked around quite a bit and I was outside quite a bit, so I kind of toasted up a little. Okay. Oh! It's Louis. Ruine. I like her. She's actually, if I happen to get her as the Oshi card in this set, I would be pretty happy. How are we gonna organize it? Let's do this. We'll sort it by color and rarity. Okay, we got a troop member. I think this is Polka. This is Polka's card. It's a Polka support card, so we'll put that there for now. We might need that later. We got Suisei. Let's see. This looks like a full art Suisei too. It looks like a nice Suisei. The blue. We'll leave it there. So here's a issue. We already ran into a an energy card that we probably won't need because we have a full starter set of those already. But that's okay. Oh look, Azuki. Okay, so we can probably boost up our product with this. Very lovely card. It has a nice textured foil tube back. So we're gonna sleeve that up in a minute here. Another item card. Let's see, idle microphone. Can you use only have 6 cards left? Look at the top 4. Ah, okay, so this searches for any singing cards, which I imagine is quite a few of them. Got Kiwawa. Very lovely full art looking Kiwawa too, actually. And then, oh, another holo. We got 2 holos in this pack. Got Flare. Lovely dress too. Very shiny. Okay. Am I gonna sleeve these right now? You know what? I probably should. Sleeve it at the same time. Must protect our cards, yes. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. So these booster boxes do come with, I believe, you know, actually I can just read it here. Let me see. Each booster box comes with 12 packs. So at the price that they're selling them, I believe it was 60 per box. That's not too bad. Actually, the quality of these cards to me already just kind of justifies getting these because they do feel nice. They're very thick too. Another Amane, nice. She's a white color, so let's put her to pile here. Hey, Amelia Watson, nice. This one has a spot. Oh, support. I guess that's what it is. CS pot. Support? Spot? It's a support card. Okay, so we'll put that here. We got another Suisei. Another Yofi, nice. Our first green from the packs. Gaming PC. Okay, another support card. Polka, noise. Polka is a very close third to me, I think, in my Oshi list. I love her energy as well. Hoshimachi Suisei's microphone. That's a long text, but I assume this is very good for Suisei, so I'm gonna put that in the support pile. And Pekora. Oh, look at that, so cute. We got a Pekora foil. This one, it only came with one foil, but I guess that's how that works. Oh, you know what? The Azuki did have a special texture to it, so it might be one of the, I guess, SRs of the box. Historically, for like Bushiroad kind of games, they do come with several, I guess, they do come with several SRs in a pack once in a while. That'd be kind of nice to see. Okay, let's keep this going. We got Kobo. Kobo. Very cute in this one. Love the art. The art for all these are very fantastic already, so I'm already quite happy with what we're looking here. Pekora again, the basic Pekora. Louis. Oh, Zeta. I'm glad they included all the generations, or not generations, but the regions here. Ooh. Yo. We got Louis. We got Louis. Look at that. Oh my god. We got a Louis Mander, an Oshi card. So this one comes to 5 life. So this is a card that we can actually use as our deck, a main deck holder. Yippee! Okay, wait, that's amazing. Then we just mentioned that it would be very nice to pick up a Zeta, not a Zeta, a Louis too, huh? How funny is that? Let's go. If only it was signed, but it's okay. I'll take my blessings already. You know what? You need to be in a special slot. Let's put you there. Yes, you shall cover up. You know how little here. Okay, we got a Louis. That's great. So I can actually build a deck for Louis now, which is pretty nice. Speaking of Pekora again, another Pekora. Did you see her foray into Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding 2? I'm so excited. I haven't played the first game, so I need to do that still. But I'm very excited to see how it turns out when I play 2. What does we say? Ooh, Crony. And that's a lovely shiny Crony. Wish camera needs a better job of zoom. But look, it's Crony. Okay, Crony goes into a sleeve. You know what? I'm kind of curious about that Louis card. Before we continue, let's actually look at it real quick because I don't really know her powers here. So I'm gonna read it upside down so I can actually read it. So I apologize ahead of time. Holo Power X, female commanding officer. Once per turn, usable if you would archive cards from your hand to your red holomem. Oh, archive cards from your hand by your red holomem abilities. You may archive one of your holo power instead for each card to be archived. Oh, okay. So she replaces the cost for red cards, which is kind of neat. Okay, that's neat. Hawkeye, her special skill, holo power 2, once per game. During your opponent's next turn, your opponent's center holomem and collab holomem cannot baton pass, move, or swap. Interesting. So she keeps things in place if you need to go for a knockout. Okay, very interesting, very interesting. I like that a lot. I'm really just happy we got a Louis card because she's another fave of mine, so I also indeed like her energy. Okay, another pack. It's Jobs. Very good support card. Another Mooms, another Mume. I need to be better at looking where I'm sorting these. We got Bay. Again, these seem to be spanning across several Kiara. Several generations too. So the next set I imagine will have more characters from other generations as well, which would be kind of neat. We got a Kiara card. Key? Yeah, she's so shiny. We need, actually, did that support? Someone scroll back to me in the video. Did the actual support gear set come with a Kiara? Because if it does, then we can actually use her and this in her deck actually. Or actually, you know what? She's a red member too. So she might be able to be used in the Takane Louis deck too, which would be pretty exciting. Something I am noticing too, if I think about it now, with the special Oshi cards, I assume you'd only actually need one of these to build a deck so that you can build around that deck. You don't need more than one of these, right? So as long as you have one, that's pretty neat at least. You don't have to buy a full playset of them. Another Pekora. You got a lot of Pekoras. Yeah, I got a shiny Yofi and a Kanata. Nice. Okay. Let us leave the Yofi. Very cozy. Okay, next pack. So since these do come with only 12 packs each, well, again, the price kind of justifies it because I believe it is around $6 per, or US dollars per box. Ooh, a nice Aki. Okay, Aki, I see you. We got another Mume. Noise. She is teal colored. Got a Rose Knight for, I believe, Aki, right? I think that was Aki's. Yeah, that was Aki's mascot. Got another Yofi. Oh, excited prank time for Kobo. Is this a Kobo specific card? Let's see, roll a dice once. If it's 4 or greater, deals 20 special damage to one of your opponents, backhaul him. However, your opponent's life cannot be reduced even if down. Okay, so this is if you want to really knock out something, but you can't take their life out yet, I guess. It's in an emergency, I suppose. You got Zeta. Zeta. A Mume with a bat? Okay. I'll smack you with a blunt weapon. That's brutal. Of course Mume would have the spiked bat. I can only assume that's more damage. Got another Kiwawa. Getting a lot of Kiara cards actually. I suppose it's only 2, but you know. Still a decent amount. We can, I mean, they're both technically bird. Takane Louis and Kiara. So if we have a bird deck going, a bird red deck, that could totally work. Let's see. Or Calliope. Nice. Next to Amelia, you go. We got another Aki. An Iris. Nice. Blue energy. Okay. I leave the rest to you. It's the support card. Suisse. Bay and an Iris. Nice. I do actually really enjoy that these do come with at least one holo per pack. Holo. That's a pun. It does at least give you something, right? It gives you something if you're pulling a holo. Or, I mean, sorry, it gives you something if you don't pull like a special holo within the deck, right? So, just the one is even enough for me, at least. Another Crony, let's go. Crony to the blue, a KFP. Oh, okay, we could probably use this for the Kiara. Oh, another Louis, okay. You know what? In hindsight, I think I'm gonna start separating the Louis cards. We already have the Louis Oshi card, so we might as well start separating her and Kiara, I think. Damn it, Polka 2. I think what in my mind, I'm already kind of thinking, I'm thinking red, maybe green deck. Because I know Kazuma Iroha, again, one of my faves. That's why we have the mat for her. I know she's in the set too, but I don't think she's actually an Oshi card. Ooh, we got two Louis. Okay, nice. We definitely use those. Actually, we want to sleeve that Louis. Another Kiara, nice. Oh, we're building up a deck here. The Aki and Noel. Oh, hey. We're getting the whole collection of this same art cards, actually. That's pretty cool, though. The Gen 3 AP girls. Okay, so let's leave up Louis here. The Louis, we're not separating out. We're gonna put in the same pile here. KFP as well. If we're especially when we're working with Kiara in the deck here. Get another pack. So yeah, to me, I do actually really enjoy getting a holo each pack, just because that gives me something to be kind of excited about each time, which is, you know, kind of nice. Some cards don't even give you holos per pack, so you get a rare. So sometimes it's kind of like, oh, ooh, oh, we can use that in the deck. Birds, Muna, hey Muna, voice, Kobo. The ID girls seem to be very blue oriented at the moment. Another Kobo, oh, take Kobo to the sea. Wait, this is a very pretty Kobo card. Look at this. Hold on. If I can have the camera. There you go. Look at this Kobo. It has an effect too. I don't know what it is because I can't read it right now, but very pretty Kobo. You know, I'm putting that one on the side because I like the art. Let's see. We got another Aki. You know, I was gonna say I like the art in general for all of this anyways, so if I could, I'd probably sleeve all these. We got a Sora, another Pekora. Pekora is also green, actually, I'm noticing. So if we decide to include green in our deck, which we could also include Pekora with Iroha. It's kind of what I have in my head right now. The thing I don't know is, I don't know if there's actually a color limit to how many colors you can have in a deck. I assume that you can do a rainbow deck too and have 5 colors, but it probably would be pretty hard to run. Maybe a bit inconsistent, but that isn't gonna stop me from trying to make it work. I wonder what the Oshi for a rainbow color deck would be in Hololive, at least. I'd be very interested to know and see. You know, actually, you know what? In the Aki trial deck, there was a dual colored card too, though, so that's probably how it will work. Got an Encore card. Iroha, Kazuma Iroha. Okay. You are Oshi. Well, not Oshi card, but you are Oshi to me, so you stay right. We got some Pickles, some rabbits. Nice. Another Kiara. We could use that for the deck. Mume. I heard Mume is actually supposed to be one of the stronger decks to start with, actually. Oh, we got Hololive Indonesia. Look at that. Got a whole card for themselves. Amazing. I'm sure it supports them very well too. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal any number of holomembers with ID Gen 3 among them, which is the traits we were talking about earlier. Add holomem to the hand and then return the rest to the deck, which is pretty neat. You can search. Yeah, we got some pen lights, staple to any sort of idle activity. Very good. And another Takane Louis. Okay, so judging by this box already, I think we're building a Takane Louis deck, which I'm not opposed to. And also Takane Louis is, you know, works well with Holo X and Kazuma Iroha, so that's something that we could build later too. Is nice. We just need more what is it? We need more of the sets to come out so I can build the deck that I want to. If I could have it my way, I'd probably include Iroha, Subaru, maybe Louis actually, in one deck. But I think from what I understand, the Subaru card, or cards in the other sets, they're actually, were they yellow? Oh no, there's no yellow Cheer though, I don't think. So she's probably a red or a green card. Got a money. Oh, polka. Ooh, very nice looking polka. I love that a lot of these come in full art varieties too, which is nice. Oh, friend. Other friend. Friend. Stone axe. Ooh, this is a very shiny looking Kanata. Again, the foiling you can see on it is very nice. It has a texture to it. Makes it pretty nice to collect as well. Got Crony, another Louis. Louis going there. And Suisei with an axe. Golden axe too. Looks like an axe. It's gonna chop us in half. Gotta be careful. Suisei with an axe is very dangerous. I don't know if you guys know that. So if you do run into a Suisei with an axe, I would highly recommend to run the other way. She will undoubtedly catch you. She will undoubtedly ask you a question. Oh, sorry, not say that. I was looking at the different card. Kanata. The gray hair. That was my fault. Kanata. Yay! Okay. So this is gonna be our first box actually. This is the last two of the box. I will say, since it only comes with 12 packs per box, it does feel and go kind of quick. But that might not necessarily be a huge issue either, because it really depends on what you're looking for, right? If you're collecting, trying to collect as many cards as you can, then it's good because you get a foil each pack, right? So we got a Pekora, a Sora. Oh, Kotori. Okay. Oh wait, that in there. A green. Oh, okay. What's this? Got an Aki card. Very pretty Aki card too. I don't know if you guys can see the texturing well, but it looks kind of like a Surge foil in Magic world. Got Promise. Sport card. Very nice. Got Mume and Mume. Two Mumes. Two Mooms. Two Mooms for everybody. I kind of am curious to run a Mume deck too. And actually, wait, she's a bird too. I wonder if there's gonna be a support card for like Holotori. Any sort of birds in the set can be combined together to work together like that. Having a Holotori deck would be pretty cute. This is a really nice Aki though. Okay, and then the last card for this booster box, we still have one more. So for those still who want to see more card packs open, we will get to those. Another 12 in fact. Very shortly after I open this very stubborn pack. Maybe that's a good thing? Is the sign card in here? Do we get a sign card? That'd be so cool. I'd love a sign card. Normal PC. That's actually really good because I think we need more of these for a standard deck. Got Iris. Iris. Oh, Iroha. Yeah, I'm okay. Everything's okay now. I need more Iroha cards in my life. We only got 2 from what I can see so far, but more is good. More is better. Oh, Muna. And then another Muna, but a shiny Muna. This one is very textured too. Look at this. Pretty. Muna. The famous rabbit once said, "Hey Muna." Father Nicholas says, "Yeah, Virus." Indeed, yeah, Virus is always good to pull. But we love her for her Yabai, right? So, wait, Father Nicola, did you watch the clip of her singing "Sushi Glory Hole"? Funny enough, I actually already listened to Lonely Island. So I feel like I was gonna learn either way that they were coming back because of Sushi Glory Hole. But then, actually, funny enough, my first my first exposure to the song was actually Yabairus. So I was completely taken aback. Like, what is the song? And I looked it up, and then I was like, oh, of course it's Lonely Island. But I had never expected her to sing it of all things. Actually, no, I should expect her to sing it of all things. It's Yabairus, but absolutely, yes. Well, you know, I had never heard of it before her singing it. Fair, honestly, same. It was my first exposure to it. And now, I feel like I need to make a Sushi Glory Hole. or when I make sushi. Maybe I'll make a wooden panel and do that. That'd be kind of funny to have. So that makes you my enemy. Oh no, Sora is about to. Is that? Oh no, you don't run away. You don't run away. No. I only have 2 Yunoha cards though. We got Kanata again. Nice. And then one more shiny Kanata. Take it. Very lovely. So that was the first box. We still have one more to go. Going from what I can tell, and I'm really hoping this is the case as well, because it'd be kind of sad if it didn't. I think you get 1 Oshi card per box. I really hope that's the case. Some SRs with the textured backings like this Muna we just got. And there's a random assortment of cards too, so I'm happy with this so far. I'm wondering, here's the thing, here's the thing, like for getting your Oshi card, it might be easy especially if you're trying to build a deck out of it. It might be easier to straight up just buy the single for at least that, make it a little easier. But I don't think even a TCG player has like these cards, so it might be harder to find them, which I guess we'll see if it gains popularity, right? Let's see. Father Nicholas says that's unironically correct for a VTuber chef. Indeed, sushi's my thing. We had a sushi talk. I can literally do it. It's the perfect idea. Isn't it amazing? So we're gonna have to. I don't know. So here's the thing. We need a guest to take part of the sushi glory hole. we need a VTuber guest to join us in our journey with the sushi glory hole. And then I can feed them good quality fish through the hole. Actually, well, here's the thing though. Is it still technically a sushi glory hole if they know it's me on the other side though? It's like someone they can like trust to make sushi. I don't know if that actually counts, right? Would that actually technically still be okay? Or is the sushi glory hole the suspense and the prize of getting some random Nikki? These are cursed questions. I should keep opening these packs. You had to bring your Iris into this. Maybe we can invite Iris. Can you imagine? That'd be such a trip for me. Hey, Iris, if you're listening, if you ever want to collab with me, I'd absolutely love to make sushi for you, and we could have a sushi glory hole night. That came out kind of wrong. You know what? I'm not gonna say anymore of the sushi glory hole. I think that means you have to put something else through the hole occasionally. No. It's only gonna be, what was the song? Only high quality fish goes through that hole. Nothing else. Unless you accidentally go to the wrong hole, which, no, is that your fault? Is that their fault? Who knows? Make sure you're going to the right sushi glory hole. Hey look, it's another Ame. Ame doko. Another Suisei noise. Another Jobs. Takanashi Kiawa. Polka noise. Booms. Another Suisei is Mike. If we get a Suisei deck going, I feel like that's gonna be pretty strong. Just a hunch. Another Kiara, nice. Okay, well, if we made a sushi glory hole, what would you prefer sushis? I want to hear from all of you, chat. I, in particular, would not be opposed to most fish and uni. Uni is a favorite of mine, so sea urchin. If we ever get a sea urchin, that'd be fantastic. But ooh, pecora. Got another Louis. Okay, another normal PC, also good. Got a Muna. Iroha! Kazama Iroha, we got a foil of her. Okay, this is a good day. I'm happy. Let's see. Hail of the Moon and the Rabbit. That sounds like a Pecora card. Another Yabiris. Nice. And Marin. Marin! Ahoy. I'm trying to think of what other fish would be fun to serve. Oh wait, we have a whole playset now. Look. Look at that. The art style for all of them is very similar. I like that they're all together in the same art style, at least for this. I assume it's like a support set. It does say S-Pot, so. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they all have different effects too, so it should be very interesting as far as making the support card. I guess that's what it is, right? S-Pot. I assume I was gonna say it was a spot, a spot card, but if you think about it a bit more, I guess it could be a shortened version of support. Sorry, Father Nicholas says, sorry, catching up, I was busy clipping. Clipping what? What did you clip? Oh God. What did I say? Is it Iris? Is it me saying to Iris if she wants to join in on the sushi glory hole, she is welcome to contact me? Imagine if you clip that and makes it to her. And I have a lot of explaining to do, but I would very not be opposed to collabing with Iris. Maybe I should reach out. Friend. Got Sarapekora, Yawa. Another nice art kobo. I'm gonna put that to this. Mori, we'll put there. Kazuma about to get got by Sora. Pen lights. Ooh, another Noel. Okay. Interesting. We seem to be getting a lot of these cards though. We have a playset of them now, but it's interesting that we seem to be continuously be getting these support cards. Well, actually, it's not a bad thing, right? It's a support, so I can't imagine it being. I think it's a colorless one too, so I can't imagine them not being very. I can't imagine them not being useful. You know? Yay! Shiny Kazuma Iroha card. Gozaru. Okay. But where's my Shubas? My Shubas aren't in this set. I have to wait for the next one, or I think it was set 4 or something. They told me to get Subaru. Okay, we got Sora again. Kotori, that's used for that. Gobo. Next, ooh, shiny Sora. Okay, lovely. Very nice. Another Kiwawa. Ooh, a shiny Bay and Ume. Bays, I will say, for some Bays aren't like colors like red, black. Always very striking. Whenever I see her on cards or like on artwork, it's always very striking, and I guess we have our artist to thank for that. Which is funny. I know the name of the artist because I am a big fan of hers, but for some reason I can't recall what her name is right now. But she does Fate characters too. Woo! What a... Okay, another one. Father Niccolo is dropping the smiley face. What are you smiling about? Oh no. I'm scared. What did you clip? Oh boy. Oh, Suki. Okay. We got a Ganmo, Noise. Another Louis. Ooh, red energy. Oh, okay. A shiny Pekora. I'm very okay with that. Aki, Dora, and another Crony. We have 2 Cronies now. I think it's the same Crony actually. Can we play her though? I don't think we... Oh no, we did. Actually, didn't we pull a few other like stage 1 Cronies in the blue stack earlier? Let's see. We must have had to, right? Otherwise, how do we play Crony? Yeah, there's one. There's a debut Crony. We only have the debut Crony though. We don't have the stage 1 Crony. So we're gonna have to find that. Hopefully that's in the packs here. So if anything right now, my biggest priority that I would very much love would be more Kazuma Iroha cards. I don't think there's a signed Kazuma Iroha card in this set, sadly, but maybe one day. If we were trying to get a signed card, I think, honestly, any of the girls. I would be happy with any of the girls having it. Clearly, if Kazuma Iroha and Subaru had a signed card in this set, I'd be incredibly happy, and that's what I'd go for. But honestly, in this set, any of the girls would be pretty nice. It's Yabirus again. Ooh, yay! What? Oh, this is a nice. Was this the same one as before? It is. This is a nice art for Iroha. Karaoke. Ooh, okay. Oh, spicy. Okay, great. We have Mami Kiwawa. We got her Oshi card. Nice. We can use her as a commander for a deck now. That's exciting. Phoenix Tail. Here, let me sleeve this real quick. This is a very shiny and nice looking card, and I don't want it to get damaged in any sort of way. Okay, into the card sleeve we go. Nice and safe. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, so let me read what it says here. Phoenix Tail for Holo Power 2. For once per turn, return 1 Holo Mem from your archive to hand. So, okay, so you can bring back stuff from your archive / graveyard. Okay, interesting. And then her Holo Power is Rise from the Ashes, once per game for 2 Holo Power. Usable if your red Holo Mem is down and during your opponent's turn. You take -1 life damage, then choose 1 down card and return all the stacked Holo Mems, including that Holo Mem, to your hand. Oh, so you can put everything back into your hand with her. Okay, very interesting. So she returns everything back, and that means you'll have all your cards available again from that 1 downed character to use again, which is exciting. Another Kobo. Another Zuki. Kazama Iroha. Oh, okay. So you can get foil versions of certain cards. So it looks like we have a common and the foil version now, which is nice. Ooh, and another Kobo. She looks so good in her rain shaman outfit. Oh, Otsukira-san recognized it? Yeah, Kiara ne, Kiara. Kakoi na. Sugoku Kiaru ne. Phoenix dakara. Yatta ne. You got Lui ne and Mami Kiwawa so far, so. Oh look, and Kobo's right underneath her daughter. Kakoi ne. Watashi hontou ni sugoku ureshii ne. Yatta. And I guess I can't really ask for a signed anymore. That already makes me really happy to see. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep hoping for the sign, but imagine if we do get one. That'd be so cool. Otsukira-san, Hololive メンバーの中に誰が一番好き推しあるNanashi, Mumei, Bay. Wow, we're not actually. Oh, you know what? All our red cards are because of Louis and Oka and Kiara, though, so that's probably why that's so looking. Oh, got another Calliope 40. Oh, yo. Okay, well, the etching of that is really cool. Hold on. First off, Pioneers. Very cool. Zuki. You got Suisei. It's not the Oshi Suisei, but it's a very pretty. I'm trying to get it to zoom because it's kind of hard to see. The foiling on this one is very pretty. It looks like stars in the background, like stars. Hope the light. I hope you guys can see with the light. The light is not really doing, but there's a lot of shooting star looking stripes on the background of this that look really nice. Otsukira-san says, Subaru-san ne. Watashi mo onaji. Anata no kimochi wakaru na. Watashi ne, Kazama Iroha to Subaru ga daisuki. This is a very pretty Suisei card. I wasn't expecting the texturing of this one. The camera does not do it any sort of justice. There's streaks that go along this way, kind of like how the foiling for the other cards are, but it makes it look like the card itself has shooting stars among the shooting stars, which is really cool. I'm a big fan of that one. That one is going in the special pile too. Okay, we also have Indo Gen 3 again. Noise. Agi. Got Crony. Oh, okay, there we go. We have one first stage Crony now, so we can use the second stage one too. And then Suisei with an axe again. Speaking of, Father Nicolo, are you still in the chat too? Who is your favorite Hololive member? Who is your Oshi? And anyone else, and for that matter, anyone else in the chat. Feel free to drop your favorite Oshis in the chat. I would love to hear who they are, especially from Hololive. Samal, welcome to the stream, man. Nice seeing you as always. How you been? Hope everything's good. Hey, joined the stream late, but where did you get the packs? So we were just at Anime Expo Los Angeles 2 days ago, and the Bushiroad booth at the convention had pre-release cards. So I was able to get 2 of them. Very lucky. I think that was the maximum that you could get at the event. But you could get them pre-released before they came out. I think they're supposed to come out within the next 3 days or the week. So we're doing a bit of an early opening. But yeah, that's where I got them. Were you trying to look for them too? The mouse says, dude, nice. Yeah, right? I'm thoroughly enjoying this so far. Even though we only get 24 packs within the 2 boxes, each pack does come with a foil, which is really nice. And I like the texturing of these cards. They're like the equivalent of ultimate rares, I guess, in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you know what those look like. They have a really nice texture to them, which I'm really happy about so far. Father Nicolo says, Indonesia Risu, understandable, especially if you're into Yabirus. She's cute though too. JP Suisei, understandable also. Suisei is top tier. Ian Gigi. Gigi is a gremlin. I've been slowly watching more of her content, and it's really funny to watch, especially when she's playing around with Callie. Eventually Callie will play League of Legends. I will make it happen somehow. They will make it happen somehow. It will happen somehow. I really hope it does. Troop members, nice for Polka. Oh, we need actually. Suisei, noise. Got another Aki. We got an Energy. Let's see. Auto microphone. Another Suisei. A Bat Mume and a Yabirus, a shiny Yabirus. Nice. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, my favorite overall, my favorite's gonna be Iroha and Subaru. But if I divided it up into divisions as well, okay, JP, obvious there now, right? For Indonesia, all the Indonesian girls are pretty nice too, though. Kaela is pretty funny. So is Kobo. Muna has the chill vibe around her. Risu and Yofi are fun too, so is Zeta. They're all really fun. I don't know, actually. I think it'd have to be Kobo or Kaela, because they're the ones I watch the most. Let's see. Ian. I think it's still Ina for me. That has a very nice and calm vibe. I love that about her, so I think it's Ina. Though there's a lot of Ian girls that are like close seconds to. I don't think who else. Crony in particular, her food habits are funny. I like that as a chef. Her blending a sandwich is quite funny to me. A's fun. Like, they're all fun. I can't even, like, if any of their streams pop up, I'm definitely watching them. So you know, it'd be hard for me to choose one, but if I did have to, it'd probably be. Let's see. Yeah, those are highly contested Oshi spots, all of them, right? Exactly. Father Nicholas says, I really like Ollie because he's always reaching out to the community. I do really enjoy Ollie because of that reason. And she also has a level biness. And I'm sure you enjoy. Yeah, Kobo, Ollie is pretty high up there for me. Indonesia is actually a pretty hard one for me to choose because they're all actually pretty unique in their own special ways. So it'd be pretty hard. Ollie, I do respect Ollie a lot for that too, though. We got Aki again, Yabirus, Crony, Yofi, Voice, Suzuki, Bay and Pekora again. Okay, nice. I can hear the peko 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 in the background. Peko 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 peko. I love Pekora too. She's fun. Very rambunctious. Let's see. Okay, 3 more packs. You guys think we'll get the sign card? Really hoping. Let's see. Articles and they're all goated at Minecraft. This is true. They are. It's fun to watch them play Minecraft too. In fact, actually, that reminds me. I promised you guys that we'd do Minecraft again at some point, and I'm not sure when yet. I have to open up the server again, or maybe we could start a new server this time around. We'll have to see. But, ooh, KFP. Ooh, another Louis too. An Encore. Ooh, oh, another Aki, a shiny Aki too. Louis. Promise. And Kanata. Nice. Wait, that's a foil. So I want right now, if I could have anything happen, any dream that could happen within the Holo Girls, I want to see Callie play League of Legends. You guys know me, I love playing League of Legends, which is especially why I want to see someone like who's a beginner, who doesn't really play League of Legends, jump into it. I think Gigi, I feel like she's played a decent amount before, from what I can tell. And that's why she really likes it still. It's a dream, right? It's the dream of all the EN members right now to see Mori play to play League of Legends, right? So you're an S? Explain. What do you mean, Potter Niccolo? Or maybe I'm just not understanding for a second, and maybe I do. Mume. Rose Knight, nice. Obo. Ooh. Got a Pekora, another textured Pekora. I'm fine with this. So like, see the star effect on this one? For the Usei card is very streak-like and it looks very, very nice. This is a very nice card too though. Pekora. Got a Yofi, another Louis, and another Yofi. Yay! And then this is our last pack after this. Sad, it's already almost over. I wish we had more to open, but this is what it is. Let's see. You like to watch people suffer. I do? No, I don't. Not an S. Wait. But if I'm not an S, does that make me an M? That's not what I am either, though. What's the middle ground for that? Also, Doodle Bumper, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? Quack. Welcome back. The duck. Very nice. It's nice seeing you. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing great. You've made it to our last pack of the night, the Holo trading card game. I hope you'll bear witness with me, and I hope you can spare me some of your luck to open up a signed card. But how have you been up? What have you been up to? Hope everything's good. I miss playing games. We should play games sometime. Yeah, I'll take it. This is already a great pack. We got a Kazuma Iroha. She's a babe. Goose luck? Oh, well, thank you. I mean, it's already working. I got my Oshi, one of my Oshis, so it's Kazuma Iroha. Okay, got more bunnies. Nice. Got Kanata, Zeta. Oh, another Kiwawa. Okay, so from what we're going for right now, it looks like we're making a very red-centric deck with Kiwawa and Louis. So I'm definitely okay with this. I got the Zeta, Pekora, and another Pekora. Peko. Okay. Yippee! And that's it, friends. That is 2 boxes worth of Blooming Radiance. So I really enjoyed opening these. Opening these were actually quite fun, especially with the textured cards. I think this might be the way to go for the most part, because you do get a decent amount of cards to build with. There. Since it does play very much like Pokemon, I imagine if you want consistency, you do want to get playsets of certain cards. And it depends on who your Oshi is, right? Depending on your Oshi, you can build around them. You can build decks that work with them. It really depends. My dream right now is to have a Kazuma Iroha deck, but again, she doesn't have a Oshi card at the moment, so I can't use her as my commander, but I can put a bunch of her in a deck. So, you know, it works out eventually. She's a green card too, though, so I might have to find a way to slap green into red here. But again, very happy that we managed to pull. Again, from what I can tell, it looks like it's just one Oshi card per box, which maybe might seem kind of tricky, kind of harder to do. They're very lovely cards though. So if you're trying to find your Oshi card, maybe perhaps the best way to go about it would just be to find a single, and then if you wanted to buy boxes to build your decks around, then you know, more power to you. From what I can tell though, it seems like a very, very interesting card game, and I can't wait to build a deck and play with other people. So now, I guess for me personally, it's just a matter of finding more people to play with at the moment, and I do know a few friends who might be interested. So maybe we can get a stream going sometime, and you guys can see how it's played. But for now, I think that is it. That is all of our product that we have from Anime Expo. So I hope you guys enjoyed opening these packs with me. It was quite fun, and it was nice to jump back into streaming too after the pretty long break since. So super appreciate you all who jumped in today and hung out with me, and I can't wait to continue doing more and jump back into games hopefully very soon. If anything, with the setup that we have right now, I might try to do some sort of cooking stream, but it's sheesh, it's I have to say it, I really do miss my old layout of my kitchen, because it did have a kitchen bar that made everything incredibly easy to set up and go through. But the kitchen setup right now is a little bit more difficult. It's more separated, so it's a little harder to go back and forth and set up cameras for, so we'll have to see. But anyways, that's here or there. For now, I think this is where we'll finish up for the stream. So big shout out again to Bushiroad, Cover, and Hololive for creating these lovely cards. And I'm excited to play the card game. Hopefully we can build something together sometime soon and play with other people. But for now, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of this week. Please take care, stay healthy. As far as more streams this week goes, I'm considering one for Thursday or Friday that'll be just a talking stream about Anime Expo, but that depends on how fast I can go through my... Admittedly, I don't think I'll have enough time this week. So, if anything, just look out for later this week for any sort of stream. And we'll go from there, yeah? Okay. So with that, Quokkalings, please have a wonderful rest of the night and continuation of this week. Again, feel free to reach out anytime on Discord and Twitter. If you want to ever chat, I'm always around. I'll try to chat back when I can. And until the next time we meet up, please eat well. I'll talk to you all soon, okay? This is Nanashi, your head chef, quacking out for the night. Makase ya, mata ne. Otsukaresama de. See you soon.